Hi there, today I'm going to show you how to make a gorgeously moist chocolate cake, which also happens to be refined sugar-free. Hope you enjoy the tutorial. Make 150 ml of strong tea and pour it into 150 grams of pitted Medjool dates. We're going to leave this to soak for around 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it's time to put all of the wet ingredients into your blender. Start by pouring in the date mixture, followed by 2 large eggs. Now it's time to put in 90 ml of melted coconut oil. I very much like to use the odourless one for this particular cake. And lastly, 10 grams of raw honey. Now it's going to blend that up until it's completely smooth in your mixer. Now I'm going to put in 30 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder on top of the blended mixture. And I'm going to slowly mix that in too. Once it's nicely blended, pour it into a bowl. Once you've taken out as much of the mixture as you can from your blender, it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. I've decided to use spelt flour today and almond flour. Spelt is an ancient grain, it's absolutely delicious, it has a nutty flavour. You don't have to use spelt if you don't want to, you can use a wholemeal flour here. 60 grams of spelt flour, pop that on top, and 30 grams of almond flour, pop that on the top. We need 2 teaspoons of baking powder and around a tablespoon of water. Now we're going to gently mix it together with a spatula until it is lovely and combined. This mixture is so tasty, kind of want to eat it with a spoon. The dates make it so lovely and sweet. What you're looking for with this batter is a nice drop consistency, which this is. If you think it's a little bit too thick, just add another tablespoon of water, but I'm actually very happy with this. Now we're going to pour it into a lined loaf tin, and then we're going to bake it for 30 minutes at 130 degrees fan assisted oven or 150 degrees conventional heat. Let's get this in the oven. As this cake cools, it will sink slightly. Don't be alarmed. It's similar to a brownie in that respect, and it still tastes absolutely delicious. I'm going to drizzle chocolate ganache on top of our lovely cake. So I'm just going to show you how to make it super quick and very easy. Into a pan, you pour 100 ml of double cream and just bring that to the boil, stirring it so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Once the cream is nearly at boiling point, I'm going to put around half a teaspoon, maybe even less, agave nectar on top, just to give it a very, very little bit of sweetness because the dark chocolate is very bitter. Now the cream is just at boiling point. Pour it on top of your dark chocolate and leave it for about 30 seconds before using a whisk to make it nice and smooth. Put as much or a little frosting as you want on your cake. This ganache can go in the fridge and be used another time if you don't finish it all. I've got some freeze-dried raspberries here that I'm going to use to give it a little bit of pink colour and a nice raspberry flavour. I'm just going to sprinkle them on the top. I'm now putting this into the fridge for the ganache to set for around 15 to 20 minutes. Before you want to eat the cake, bring it out and make sure you take it up to room temperature. I really hope you enjoyed watching my tutorial, and if you did, then please share the baking love, and I'll see you next time. Bye!